Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Sam Livecast. It's Wednesday. Making something in a processor today.
Yeah.
I don't know why I get excited about that. It's not like it's a big deal.
Because it's easy?
I guess it's a little easy.
Most of it's easy.
But I am hot. I probably
It's a nice evening,
I
though.
probably shouldn't have worn a sweatshirt. No, I know.
Why are you wearing a sweatshirt?
Because I had to go change. Here's the deal. I had a white long sleeve t-shirt on representing my son's college, and I know you can't wear white on TV. It's not good. And I know this is not TV unless you're watching Roku. By the way, our Roku fan base,
Yeah.
Awesome.
shout out to them. Thank you, Roku fans. Thank you, Roku watchers. We love you. So you're watching it on TV. Anyway, you can't wear white because it F's up all the coloring and the cameras and stuff like that. And I went upstairs, and this is what I took off before I shot some Bed Bath Beyond stuff today, and it was just easy to throw back on. So,
You look
Alright,
comfy?
just turn around. What is that?
oh, Catalina Offshore. By the way, yes, thank you. Catalina Offshore products, right here. Searchin' Furchin. Sponsors of Eat This with Sam the Cooking Guy, Sunday mornings, 760 KFMB. And on iHeartRadio, you can listen to me everywhere.
Oh, iHeartRadio is the best.
iHeartRadio is awesome, isn't it? Okay, but we have to cook. So I smoked a brisket the other day
Oh, for what?
for Super Bowl.
Oh, nice.
For S Bowl. For S Bowl, Super Bowl, which really was the shitty bowl because it was not a very good
It
game.
was
Yeah.
the worst game ever.
It's a terrible game. So here's a big chunk of brisket that's left. That was good.
Hold it up so we can see
Oh,
the
sorry.
rings.
Here's the top. Nice color. There's some good color in here, right? What's that called? Smoke ring.
Smoke ring.
Smoke ring, good there. That big chunk of fat that will play in very nicely into what we're going to do today.
Beautiful.
But it's a beautiful piece. So I didn't know. I felt like I wanted to. I feel like I'm getting too much stuff in here. Look, and
Whoa.
I need to use up some stuff. I tell people Sunday night should be your night to not make anything new, not open any packages. Just use up whatever is in your fridge. I'm doing that right now, sort of. So I've cooked some onions down. I think they might have gotten a little more color than I was hoping, but that's going to be okay. So we're going to get them hot again. I'm making empanadas, essentially.
Yeah.
Brisket empanadas. So here's the deal. Watch this. I'm going to make this very simple.
Are we making a sauce?
We're going to make a little beef gravy, Lynn.
Ooh. I
No
like.
way.
So, look, I'm just going to take these chunks of brisket with the fat in here, too. It's all going to be very, very delicious. And these guys are going to go, I'm not going to make a jillion of them, but watch how this goes down, right? So these guys are going to go in here. The onions are just getting there now. Hold on. I want a little garlic in there, too, for flavor. You just find a big fat clove of garlic right here, right? Always learning. You can use a garlic press if you want, or the easy way I find is you put the knife on and you smash it, and then you just get all the paper comes off like that. And now you just have this chunk of garlic. And because we're using the processor, the chunk of garlic can just go right in there. So we've got that. Oh, I was going to do the garlic in there, but now I've forgotten, and so I won't. I'll throw the onions in like that. I could have put a little bit more onion in. Let's try this. Let's throw a little raw in, too.
Yeah, I was going to say, raw onion would be good.
Onion would be great in this, right? So I've got this little leftover piece.
I'm sure it's actually kind of like a little bit different flavor than the cook.
Exactly, right? So, I mean, there's certain things that you can use up your food with. An empanada is a logical thing. A pizza is a logical thing. An omelet is a logical thing. Some kind of pasta would be a logical thing. They just take these things easily. The other thing that I want here, watch. Wait. Nobody move.
We're not going anywhere.
Everybody settle. I got it right here. And the hell is my Worcestershire? A little Worcestershire. Please, can I not? How is that stuff
Right
just
here.
not? Oh, why is it in there?
Spotted it.
Oh, thanks.
Wow, that's good, good
Thanks.
stuff there, Max.
Little
I'm multi-talented.
just a little splash. Little splash. Little salt.
It's a powerful flavor. Be careful.
Little salt and pepper mixed. And horseradish.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, horseradish. I have a tendency to call it horseradish, and I don't know
he
why.
does.
But I think horseradish will be great in this. Okay, lid goes on. I don't want to turn it into like baby food, but like this would be good. Okay, so now just taste a little bit.
Yeah, you have to be careful with that food processor.
Wow, these are going to be good.
How's the texture?
It's perfect. Still a little bit chunky. Nice. Okay, one quick. Great. Okay. Now check what's going to happen. I'm going to clean a bit. Okay. I'm not making my own dough. It's right here. I guess in my rule, if it was Sunday, I would have to make my own dough or something. I don't know. I mean, shouldn't be opening anything new, but
It's your rule, man. You can break it.
I can break it. Okay, we open these guys up.
Oh, gross.
We all know how good. Did you just say gross?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of
Pie dough?
like raw pie dough. I mean,
Oh, you're crazy,
That just
man. You are
sounds like
crazy.
it'd be disgusting.
You're disgusting. We're just gonna make. We're gonna make small guys.
All right, so
So
for all
I'm-
you listeners,
For the listeners, I've got just a little. I've got a little bowl, a little circle cutter that I'm using. You could use a pastry cutter, but I don't really own those. I have these guys.
We can use like a pint glass or something.
You could use a glass, anything you want, right? And then I could take this and roll it back out again if I wanted, right? And make another one. I don't have I got nothing. Use a wee olive bottle. By the way, wee olive is where we get our olive oil around here. They only carry California extra virgin certified olive oils. That's pretty rare. Not many places can say that. We Olive can. They're online at weolive.com, or you can check them out in their stores. They've got 10 stores. How many, Max?
10 plus.
I think they have 10 plus, which could be 11 or 12 or any more than that, right? Go there, have them teach you what good olive oil is all about, because it's not like bad olive oil. I'm telling you right now, and you could be very surprised. Okay, weolive.com. Put my name Sam in the little box at checkout, and you'll get 10% off your order. Everybody down with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So now here's what we're going to do. Now we're going to take some of this, put it here. Hopefully that's not too much. And the goal is this. We take this, we stretch it over the top, right?
Just like that, huh?
And then, if you want to be old school about it, you do that. Right? And then these are going to go on our baking sheet. You can see I have a sill pad on there. A sill pad is this French film that keeps things from sticking. Instead of spraying it, the sill pad is a permanent thing that you use. Okay? Okay, so watch this. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get all these guys here. Do you want to watch all this?
Oh, we can take a break.
Okay, we can take a break. Hold on. But I mean, part of me likes people to see what's going on. I don't want people to think that we're cheating or doing anything crazy in the breaks and stuff
No,
like that.
this tells us that it doesn't take very long to do.
Hop on once, Chief.
To do
I'll
these.
get behind you and people can see you do this over the shoulder.
Okay, cool. Thanks,
Give me a
Welch.
sec, Lynn.
Tell me when you're there.
Here's camera work here, folks.
Go ahead.
Right, so here's what I like to do, like this. Squeeze over the top. Boom, like that. And then this guy goes boom, 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 boom. Seal up the edges.
And if you
on-
don't know,
and
the
on it
reason
goes.
he's doing those little fork marks on the outside is because that's kind of how a traditional empanada would come.
It kind of looks like that. We're actually going to have empanada people here.
Oh, what?
Real empanada people here.
But wait, the reason
in a couple weeks. So you have to seal it somehow. You don't have to do that. You could just pinch the edges, but I just think it looks kind of
And you don't need an egg wash or anything over it?
Well, I don't know. I mean, sometimes I do eggs, sometimes I do a little milk. You don't have to, but the thing is that we're going to make a little gravy for these. So I'm not too wound up about how they're going to look. I can't remember what the real rules are. Egg wash. One of them makes them glisten. I think it's the egg yolk.
It's the egg wash, yeah, the protein.
The egg yolk just by itself will make it glisten. Milk browns them, right?
I think they both do because it's the protein in it. I think just one does it better than the other.
I got it. Do we want them brown? Okay, we can do that. I mean, do we want that
Because I
little...
remember with wonton wrappers, you use the egg.
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
Did
you
I?
don't? Or you use water, I think.
Oh, no, just water to seal.
But these don't need it?
That was it. No. Because I'm doing this. I'm using the fork for that.
Got it, okay.
You're thinking when I dip my finger in water, right?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So look. So these guys are good. My oven is like 350, I think. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw these in the oven. We're going to speed up the clock. They're going to take about 20 minutes. We're going to come back. I'm going to show you how to make like the world's simplest little gravy for them, and then we're going to eat them. Today's all about the kitchen. Today's all about brisket empanadas. By the way, I made a brisket omelet yesterday morning for breakfast. Holy shit.
What'd you make me today for lunch?
I made you just little Hawaiian roll brisket sandwiches with a little mayo, horseradish, olive oil, pepper,
Yeah, you did.
little spread in the
Dang.
bottom. So good.
Dang.
All right, don't go away. We're going to come right back. We're going to be eating these little bastards. I mean, these little things are going to be fantastic. Fantastic. There they are. Baking. They're going to be delicious, by the way. And, by the way, I forgot. I talked about brushing them. So I just beat an egg yolk, just the yolk. Added a tiny little bit of water and then painted the top. And put 2 little holes on the top for steam. Lynn reminded me of that. I always do that. And I don't know why I forgot. I forgot because I'm a fool.
We only did like 12 things during the break.
No, that's not true.
You'll see it in the pictures, I think. Yeah.
You'll see it in the pictures. Well, you'll see when they come out. But now we're going to make a little beef gravy. You can buy jarred gravy if you want to. This is so simple. Watch what I'm going to do. So simple.
We got beef.
We got
broth.
beef broth. So I'm just going to give myself a general sense of how much I got. 2 cups of... I'll do this much. So make 2 cups worth, approximately. So beef broth on the heat. Get it hot. We're almost done. It needs to be thickened because gravy is thick, correct?
Yes.
We all know that. So here's what I'm going to use.
Cornstarch.
I did this the other day. So happy I did. God, it was great. It was great.
That easy, huh?
Yes, that easy. Watch. We'll go exact, shall we? Let's go exact, just so we know. For each cup of liquid, we're going to put in a tablespoon of cornstarch. 1. Try not to drop it all over the place. Wow. This stuff is so light.
Powder everywhere.
Look what it does. Powder everywhere. Ignore that call. Close this up. Needs a little bit of water. That's all.
Cold, hot, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. And now you make this smooth. So mix it in. Cornstarch I find way easier to deal with when you're doing this than flour.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Way easier. It mixes well. It doesn't clump. So this is done, right? Get yourself a whisk. We have a choice. Thin or thick? Max, you call it. Quick.
Thick.
I was hoping you were going to do that. Okay, and it's getting hot and we can do this now. So now, watch. I'm just going to drizzle this stuff in. coming up with this thing is crazy.
You need a bigger whisk.
No, I'm fine. Yeah, I need a longer handle, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. I can turn this down a bit.
What, you just let it simmer?
Yep. The heat reacts. The heat helps it thicken. It's already getting there a little bit. And then if it's not enough, then you can always add more. But I think you'll be surprised by what this is going to become in the next little bit. I'm going to add a little garlic powder to it because I like that. I could have cooked some onions and garlic if I wanted, and then put the beef broth in, and then I'd have the chunks in there, and then I could have whizzed it through a processor or blender, something like that. I don't really think that's necessary, especially for a very last minute easy thing like this. So I'm going to give it just a little garlic powder. Not very much. I don't know how salty this broth is, and the last thing I want is salty gravy. But I will give it a little pepper. I imagine I'm going to be giving it salt, but I'm going to wait and see how it all turns out. Look at very much what's coming out of this.
You can always add more salt.
You can always add. You know, getting salt out of something is very difficult. I would then have to have, added more broth, or if you've got a whole bunch of time, you could always add a potato. They say take a potato, cut it in half, and put it in like your stew or your soup, and the potato helps draw the salt to it.
Oh, that's a cool tip.
It's a good tip. I don't know. Huh?
Have you tried it?
No. Yeah, once. But I really oversalted the hell out of something, and I had people coming. I can't even remember what it was. I don't know. It wasn't like a conscious oversalt. I'm not really sure what happened. And I added potato, and I wasn't prepared to wait as long as it might have taken, so then I added more liquid or whatever to try and help the whole thing out. And I think I got it there, but... Okay, so you can see this is now already, it's getting thicker, right? So what could we add to this? Could we add Worcestershire to this? Of course we could. Could we add spicy things to this? Of course we could. Max, take a step backwards. Let me show you what I want to add to it. My mom used this thing called Kitchen Bouquet. It's kind of like a Worcestershire sort of thing. Where's my housewife soy sauce? We'll give it just a splash of the old housewife soy sauce. Now come back, son. Let's go, Sonny. Can you see how thick it's now getting, right? Mm-hmm. So a little splash of this. My mom used something called Kitchen Bouquet that added a little flavor, but also darkened things up. You see this just got darker.
Yeah.
To me, it was sort of like soy sauce or Worcestershire. And it smells, interesting, like beef gravy. Except better than the beef gravy I think that you would buy in one of those jars at the store.
I hope so.
For some reason, Kelly is really grossed out by the beef or chicken gravy that comes out of those jars.
Really?
Really grossed out. And guess who's ready?
Are they?
I'll bring them to you. Do you want to see them in their natural environment?
Yes.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Ooh, pretty.
Look at, they are pretty,
Pretty.
right? Really pretty. And look at, no stick, right? Oh, shit. Shit. Quit, I gotta get up. Ah! I don't want to burn my counter any more than I already have.
Let's get a shot of this, baby. Oh, yeah.
I feel like I want this to be a little thicker. I don't know if it's gonna get there. How nice do those look?
Amazing.
Let's put them on side.
As does this.
By the way, I know this won't help people not in San Diego, but this plate, this is a Chef City plastic, Asian-esque looking little appy plate that I use all the time. That was probably $3 or something. Change it up, you guys. Don't use the same thing all the time. And if you're trying to be an adult, get rid of the plastic kid plates and find something else. Look at those. Look how fast this was. And I got one right here. I got one right there to eat. See how my gravy's doing? I could put a little bit more in. I'd like this a little thicker, but I'm not going to do that right now. All I'm going to do is put a little bit of it in this guy. And then we can try this.
This is going to be very beefy.
Your mom's very beefy.
Beef-tastic.
That wasn't polite, was it?
It wasn't polite.
I apologize.
One day my mom will come visit the studio,
Uh-oh.
and you have to
See
explain
that?
to her all these things.
Why we call her beef-tastic? There you go.
Oh, gorgeous.
Nice work, right? Now let's take a look at the inside of this kid. Here we go. And here's how these guys look in the middle. Check the steam. Nice little pastry crust. That's going to be hot, isn't it?
Dig it.
There's no good way to do this without having this being ridiculously hot. I think for a Jewish kid from Vancouver, Canada, I did not a bad job at making legitimate-looking empanadas. The real question is how they taste.
They taste hot.
Okay, I could have waited a second. But I will tell you this. Oh, the horseradish is nice in this. Now let's try our gravy.
Yeah?
Really hot. Nice job, everybody. Mostly me. Lynn, thanks for reminding me to brush them and to poke them. See the holes? The goal of the holes is simple. You don't want them to steam inside because they'll end up being like mushy. You want to give the steam a chance to escape so they cook through, but the pastry dough inside is crispy and not all, wet and gross and everything. That's the goal. All right. So that's it. We did good today. Everything in the kitchen. Friday, making a pasta from a friend of mine. 1, 2, 3. It's basically 3 ingredients if you don't count salt, pepper, stuff like that. What's not to like? 3 ingredient pasta? Give me a break. And no, one of them is not a jarred sauce. There you go.
Looking forward to it.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for sharing the show with your friends. Tell people about it. Make these things. I think you're going to like them. Here's the point. Brisket. It could be anything. It could be leftover chicken. It could be leftover cheese and pepperoni from a pizza. Whatever you want, you can jam inside these things. Make them look pretty. Take your time. You can have this at home like in the next 20 minutes. Thanks for watching. See you Friday.